guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat and this is Catadactyl, and today I'm doing five-star predictions. So I have never done this before, so it's a first for me. Of course, like I always watch everyone else doing their 5-star predictions, and I just have never made one, I guess. But that all changed when I read Withered and Sere by TJ Klune. I am goddamn terrified to read the second book in that duology, and so I figured because I am so highly anticipating it, I might as well make this video and tell you guys about that book and then some four other books that I think that I'm really gonna love for certain reasons. So let's just get into it. Okay. Withered and Sere by TJ Klune is his first foray into dystopian post-apocalyptic fiction. Now, it was amazing. It's my second 5-star book of the year, and we are following a man named Cavallo, who is kind of eking out a living. He is living in the remnants of a correctional facility, and he lives with his dog, who he can speak to, and who speaks back to him, or maybe he's just insane, and a sentient AI system that is the Correctional Institute's AI system. So in this book, it is very dark. It's so dark. It's a land of darkness, and if you don't like dark things, maybe just skip ahead until you see me holding up another book. But in this world, there is a highway, and on one side of the highway are the people who are trying to live a normal life after the nuclear apocalypse. And on the other side of the highway are the Dead Rabbit Gang. The Dead Rabbit Gang are cannibals, and they really don't like it when people cross the highway into their land. So Cavallo is out hunting, and he hits a deer with his bow and arrow, and the deer goes bounding across the highway into the Dead Rabbit territory. Now, if he doesn't get the deer, he will starve. So he takes his dog and he goes across the highway to get the deer, and stuff happens, and it's so dark. So when he leaves the territory, he brings with him a young man, and the young man is extremely damaged and has great potential. That's all I'm gonna say. So this book is for people who like dark dystopian, talking dogs. The dog is one of the best dogs of all time that I've ever read. AI systems and kind of a survivalist, and also mutations, and also queer romance. So if that sounds like anything you would like, I highly recommend Withered and Seared. Now, what is on this list, you ask? It's Crisped and Seared, the second one. And I am so nervous about this book because it's only a duology, so there's only one more. And like I said, there's a talking dog, and I'm so terrified that something is gonna happen to that dog. And I'm also just terrified of the Dead Rabbit Gang. Like, I'm just terrified, like, in general, about a lot of things, but I just can't. I've been waiting until I've been waiting until I had like 5 solid hours that I could dedicate to reading that book, and that I also wouldn't see people later because that would probably be a mess. So I'm so highly anticipating it. If any of you guys have ever read it, let me know down below, because oh my god. Okay, so sticking with the theme of dark content, I am also really expecting to love The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein by Kirsten White. Now, if you guys don't know, Frankenstein is probably my favorite book of all time, definitely one of my top 3, and I really love retellings. So this is a Frankenstein retelling from Frankenstein's wife's perspective. That's all I need to know. This cover is amazing. This is also raised, by the way, which makes it like so much better. Yeah, I'm so nervous about this book because I have hyped it up so much in my mind that I'm just scared. I'm just scared of it being as good as I want it to be, and then me finishing it and never getting to experience it again. And I'm also scared about it not living up to the hype and me being like deeply sad. So yeah. Alright, sticking with the Mary Shelley theme, is Matilda by Mary Shelley. So I actually don't know basically anything about this. This came in the Frankenstein box that I got from Bookishly last autumn, and I am highly anticipating it because I love Mary Shelley. Now you'd think that I would have read a lot of Mary Shelley, but I've only read Frankenstein partly because I'm scared that she might be a writer that I either love what she does or hate what she does, and that will just make me really sad, or also that she is very much dead and has a finite amount of books published. So I figured like if I read one by her every decade, I can probably spread it out until I die and get a dose of Shelley, you know, every so often. So this is Matilda by Mary Shelley, and I'm hoping that I will really, really love it. I don't know that much about it, so it will be a surprise to me and to just me, because you're not going to read it with me. Yeah. Alright, so then the last two books on my 5-star predictions are books that are kind of a surprise because they're both poetry, which is not something I normally reach for. However, when I was in America, these two collections really stood out to me. And this one is Don't Call Us Dead by Dennis Smith. Now, this was a National Book Award finalist, but also highly, highly recommended by so many booktubers that I really love and really like highly regard their opinions. So specifically Jen Campbell has been raving about this for a long time, and I tend to usually like what she recommends. So I will also be reading this for Pride Month, also for Queer Lit Readathon. So I'm going to film that video in a bit, but this is definitely on there and I am excited and I have high hopes for this book. If you don't know, it is a Dennis Smith's poetry collection based on growing up Black and queer in America. So how could that not be 5 stars? And the last one is another poetry collection that I've never heard anyone talk about. I picked it up in the Carolinas when I was visiting my aunt, and it is Your Heart is the Sea by Nikita Gill. Now all I know about this is that it is a collection of poetry that is based around love and broken hearts and the ocean. And if you know anything about me, I love books about the ocean so much. So pretty much it's like if it's ocean or queer or dark, that's what I really like. So, or dystopian, sorry. Yeah, so I'm really anticipating this. I cannot wait to get into it. I will probably read it, I don't know, in May or I don't know, some fun time. So yeah, if you have read any of these, please let me know because I cannot wait till we get to them. I'm so excited and I have high hopes and I hope that it all works out and I just hope that the dog doesn't die. Oh my god. If you have read any of those or want to or have any recommendations for me that you might think I like based on what I am anticipating liking, please let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching and I will catch you guys in another video. Bye!